past Saturday, we celebrated my birthday. As you will have seen, we went to dinner at Esme. And it was a really lovely restaurant, beautiful ambiance, really nice food. I do wish they had a few more vegetarian options, but I knew going in, I looked at the menu beforehand, that there would be very few options for me to eat. The option that I did have, I had this mushroom risotto. It was delicious and had some really nice cocktails. So really great way to bring in my 30th year of life. Wow. Yeah, I turned 30. I don't feel any different, but I can't believe it. But this birthday, while lovely and wonderful, and my first birthday in another country, in my new home now, it was wonderful, but also bittersweet, because it's the first birthday I've celebrated without my family. And although I have my husband here, of course, he's my family, I've never celebrated a birthday without my parents and my brother and my cousins and my aunts and uncles. My family back in the US. We're really close-knit, and we love to come together to celebrate one another. All accomplishments, big and small, birthdays, holidays. And having to celebrate my birthday without them, it finally became real that life going forward is going to look very different than what it was. And there's going to be many occasions that I'll have to celebrate without my blood family. And I say blood family because one of the major things that we looked forward to moving here is that we're closer to my husband's family. They're only a few hours drive away in Sweden. And I really look forward to getting to know them better, getting to spend holidays with my in-laws, and getting to participate in Swedish traditions, and getting to celebrate new holidays that I've never celebrated back in the US. I'm looking forward to all those things. But at the same time, I know I'm going to miss the family traditions I grew up with. I'm getting a little emotional here. I'll still have many special memories that I'm going to make moving forward, but it'll just be different. Change is hard, but we can't evolve without change. Sometimes to get where you want to be in life, you have to make sacrifices. And that's been the hardest part about moving abroad, sacrificing that quantity of time I had with my family. And when I think about that, I miss my family so much. But when I get sad about it, I have to think about all the things I'm going to gain. In some ways, it would have been easier to stay in the US. It would have been easier to stick with the same routines, to stay with my same career path, to see my family week after week like I'm used to stay in a place where everything's familiar. It's like a safety net. But at the end of the day, it wouldn't have been easy, because then I would have to live with the regret of never taking a chance on myself, of never trying to go someplace new, of never trying to challenge myself to be in a place that's unfamiliar and struggle a little bit and really see how strong I truly am. I would have wondered, what if? The fact that I'm not going to live with the regret of what if, that's what keeps me positive at the end of the day. And it's okay to get sad sometimes. It's okay to miss people that are special to you and that you love. But at the end of the day, if you're working towards something in your life, let that be at the front of your focus. Keep moving forward, because at the end of the day, you have to listen to yourself. And that momentum will take you to where you're meant to be. And luckily, I have a family who is supporting me every step of the way. It's not like they can't visit. They'll actually be visiting here pretty soon. So I can't wait to show you when they come, because it's going to be their first time in Denmark, and I can't wait to see what they think. Let me know in the comments if there's ever been a time in your life when you've had to sacrifice something really major to gain something. Maybe you moved abroad like I did. Maybe you changed careers. Maybe you took a major risk. Maybe you took a chance on yourself. How did you cope with that sacrifice? On a more celebratory note, I am now 30 years old. And turning 30, looking at this next decade in my life, has forced me to reflect on all the things that have brought me to this point. Like, you can't pay me enough to be in my 20s again. I thought I knew it all. You couldn't tell me anything. I thought I had all the answers. But now at 30 years old, I feel stronger physically, mentally. I'm a lot tougher than I was. Things don't get to me as much. I don't really care about anyone else's opinion. I mean, I care about people, but when it comes to the decisions I know are right for me to make, I don't care what anyone else thinks. I just have so much more wisdom now, and it's really cool to be wise. And I know some of you might be like, you're just 30, you still don't know, and I know that. One of the things that life has taught me is I know very little. I mean, we all know very little. Like, the more life we gain, the more we grow, the more we learn. And then even at the end of the day, your mindset could always change. And I think one major adult lesson I've learned is to have an open mind, to be open to new ideas, even if you don't agree with them at first. Like, I've been resistant to some ideas in my 20s. I was very adamant that what I thought was right, and that's it. But at the end of the day, even if I believe something's right, maybe my idea of what's right isn't right for someone else's life, or their life experience has led them to believe something different. And that's okay. That's what makes the world go round. And I feel much more at peace having accepted that. But yeah, I'm just reflecting on what my 20s has brought. I mean, so many wonderful things have happened even in this past year of 29. I made plans to move to a new country. I moved to that new country. I learned a lot about myself along the way. And my 30s, I know I'm gonna learn a lot more about myself. And one major goal I have for myself for this year is to continue to put myself in uncomfortable situations, because I know that growth is on the other side of discomfort. It's really just a matter of realizing that you're made of stronger stuff than you initially thought. So yeah, lots of things to look forward to this next year of life. And actually, the celebration continues. My final birthday present is tickets to see a ballet tonight at the Royal Danish Theatre. And I'm so excited. I've never been to the Royal Danish Theatre. Actually, one of the things I miss most about Atlanta is the theater there. We had a beautiful theater called the Fox Theater. If you ever visit Atlanta, Georgia, definitely put the Fox Theater on your list of places to go. It's a stunning theater. But I want to see what the theater scene is like here in Denmark. So I'm looking forward to seeing a show. And I love ballet. I danced a teensy tiny bit as a child. So I'll be bringing you along to my first theater experience here in Denmark. I hope you enjoy. That was magnificent.